Well, folks, my nephew decided to keep on helping me record this Dogman stuff. I need to get it off my chest. He's a good young man. Turned out real good. Um, Shoot, he's 40 years old now. I love him just like he's my own son. Anyways, I promised y'all that I'd tell you about the second turning that happened to me when I was over there in Iraq. I was in the Marine Corps. I was a staff sergeant. Nobody much really. Just loved my fellow Marines, and we was out on patrol and in our vehicles actually. And I mean, just come under the lead truck got bombed, and we was all backed up and stopped. I wanted us to push through, because I knew it could have been an ambush, and sure enough, them machine guns lit us up. I mean, there was rounds bouncing off them armored vehicles. Some of them, was in soft-sided Humvees, and they were coming through and killing my friends and my people. I was in the back, and the fire was starting to head our way, and I think something happens to me when I get mad and scared, and I was scared, and I was mad. People were screaming. They were trying to shoot back, but we were pinned down. It was horrible, the screaming. And I was on top of the vehicle, manning the machine gun. I was firing and firing, but I wasn't able to hit them. They were hiding behind them rocks, man. The bullets were just bouncing off, breaking up them rocks. We weren't doing nothing. They just kept firing and firing. And it happened to me. I was seeing red. The change was coming. I ripped right out of my uniform, flak jacket, helmet come flying off, boots, everything. And I jumped out that vehicle and land sakes, they said I was about 10 foot tall. I don't know how big I was. But I went flying up that hill. I tore through them Hodges like butter. Killed every one of them in less than a minute. They were screaming and hollering. I was swiping their heads off. Uh, and didn't think a lick about it. I killed every one of them. They shot me many times, but I didn't feel a thing, not even a pinprick. Took me a while to calm down. I stayed up on the hill, trying my best because I knew I would calm down and revert back there, uh, and I did. And in wolf form, people, I was praying. God, all I could really say after that, because I had never, killed people in wolf form, ripping their heads off and swiping, things like that. I was traumatized, but I had to help my people, my Marines. So I stayed up there. I bet it was, before the adrenaline went down, I bet it was 30, 45 minutes, something like that. And I looked down several times at my buddies, and they had their weapons pointed up at me. So I know they were still scared, and they were doing, you know, CPR and bandaging up all the people and stuff. And I think I was crying in wolf form, because my buddies were scared of me. I stayed hid behind a big boulder amongst them dead people. And Finally, I started changing back. There I stood, butt ass naked, and my nephew's laughing at me. And I was, I decided, I'd holler out and say, I'm coming out, you know. And, I covered my private parts and made my way down the hill, side of the mountain. And they all just, their eyes big as 50-cent pieces. And they still had their weapons on me, you know. And the lieutenant, you know, damn if he didn't zip tie my ankles and my wrists and threw me in the back of a big 5-ton with some guards and hauled me back to base as fast as we could. We had wounded, and the helicopter came in and got the wounded. Thank God. Most of them made it. A couple of them died, but they ran me out of the Marine Corps without no normally in a situation like that you get a dang Bronze Star at least, even in the Marine Corps, who's stingy about giving out Silver Stars or Navy Crosses or Medal of Honor. I mean, I didn't deserve none of that, but I know, even though it went down the way it went down, I saved some of my people, and I couldn't do nothing less. But anyway, that's that story. I got some more about when I went back home, where things happened, and I I didn't change and kill nobody, but I did change on occasion, in a simple way in very bad situations. I would like half change. One of them involved a gas station robbery. This man had a gun on a young lady, and I just immediately growled at him, and evidently I grew some teeth or something because it scared the snot out of him. He took off, and the lady saw it, and they got it on camera, but I hightailed it out of there. All my life, since I got out of the military back in '91, I've been having to move, and I've been noticing, for years after that, guys in suits, sunglasses, black, SUVs, sometimes black cars, government license plate, be following me around. As soon as they showed up, I'd move to the next, state over, 'cause I was afraid they was going to try to arrest me or, put me in some kind of scientific research program or something like that. And so I just kept on the move. I'd work out way out in the rural areas on farms and whatnot because I was good at that's what I was good at, you know. Anyway, I did promise I'd tell you that story. It ain't much to it, but that's what happened. Got a lot of little ones, because sometimes in between work or when the G men were after me hard, I'd go up to national parks like Yellowstone and other places and way out, away from, people. I'd bring my tent, sleeping bag, you know, but I'd change and I would run with the other animals and I'd hunt, you know, um, in that half man, sometimes full wolf, but most time it was half man, half wolf. I would hunt for my food and I could run like the wind, catch them, catch me a rabbit, squirrel. Sometimes if I was lucky, I'd get me a deer. Boy, they're fast. But anyway, that's a strange story of my life, and here I am at the end of it, telling these crazy tales because I don't care if the G-man find me anymore. I really don't care anymore. World's going to hell anyhow. You know, ain't no telling when World War III's about to hop off. I think it's going to hop off pretty soon. and we all gonna be in a mess. And I'm just gonna go out in the woods, try to avoid it, 'cause Lord knows I don't want to change and get involved in a big massacre or something like that. Even as an old man, you know. Um, but anyway, I just hope all of y'all have found some peace and faith in these troubling times. I know I did. That's the only thing that made it. I don't know if I could have made it going through what I've gone through without, some faith and the help from above. So I hope y'all have a good life and a good day, and God bless y'all and take care.